Suppose you invest $10,000 in ABC and $20,000 in XYZ. If the expected return on ABC is 10% and the expected return on XYZ is 5%, what is the expected return on your portfolio? Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we'll try to calculate the weights in each security by looking at the total value of your portfolio versus how much is in that specific stock. Okay, and then we'll multiply the weights by the expected returns to get the weighted average return. That is the expected return. Okay, so it's very similar to calculating your GPA or anything like that. Okay, so getting the weighted average. Okay, oops. Example 3. So we have $10,000 in ABC, and the expected return on ABC is 10%, and we're putting in $20,000 in XYZ, and the expected return on XYZ is 5%. We want the expected return on the portfolio. Okay, so I'll just say the total is $30,000. That's the value of the portfolio, and we're trying to calculate the expected return on your portfolio. Okay, so to write this a little bit formally, I'll just say the expected return on a portfolio is the sum of all of the weights times the corresponding expected returns on that security, and we do it for every security. Okay, so this is a formal way of indicating that, and we're just taking the weighted average. Okay, so first thing, so these are the weights. X, we'll say it's weights. Okay, so the weight on ABC is easy to calculate. We're putting in $10,000 in ABC, and the total portfolio value is $30,000. So the weight is just 1/3. Okay, and the weight on XYZ is also straightforward. You're putting in $20,000 in XYZ when the total portfolio value is $30,000. So the weight on XYZ is 2/3. Okay, and we're given the expected returns for both securities, so we just do the math. Expected return on this portfolio is, I'll just say X, the weight on ABC, times the expected return on ABC, plus the weight on XYZ times the expected return on XYZ. That is 1/3 times 10% plus 2/3 times 5%, and this gives you about 20%, or exactly 20% over 3, and that turns out to be 6.67%.